Hi, my name is Sabrina Phillips, and I'm the CEO and founder of RX for Success, the right prescription for a healthy business. And this is kind of a three-part message to everyone. First of all, one of the things that I do and have done for over 30 years is I help entrepreneurs and small businesses to design and build and grow their companies. So it could be from a startup all the way up to somebody who's been in business for a very long time but needs to revamp something for themselves. And so that's the way in which I help the world and my clients, my business clients. So that being said, though, first of all, I want to apologize. I had no control over this, but I still feel like an apology is owed to the people that attended my Monday evening business mastermind and collaboration, which we'll still have through April here, but now we'll have a passcode. This was never, I've used Zoom for quite some time, so if you're familiar with Zoom or you're not familiar with Zoom especially, Zoom, you just have your own meeting ID number and you could either have a passcode or not have a passcode. So here's a little business tip / life hack, okay? Things I like to share with people. I never used passcode, didn't have to use passcode, it wasn't an issue. The invitation for this meeting went out on several different social media pieces, platforms, and within the groups. No problem, all professional groups, all business-based groups, I'm thinking groups I know. And so anyway, we got on the call, there was about 25 of us or so on the call, I think, that evening, and immediately we were hacked. And I wouldn't be bringing this up if it wasn't like, it was actually traumatizing to me, and I have PTSD anyway, but what was happening is the voices from all of these different places all of these different people's voices were coming up, and they were using the F-bomb, the B-bomb, the N-word, they were calling people, they were naming people that were in my group. They were saying, hey, so-and-so looks like you're a real piece of, it was just, we were bombarded with absolute and crazy abusive speech. The swastika came up on the screen from one of the bombers, and my mind was just blown. I was just, normally I'm really good in crisis and I can shift gears really fast, but I said, okay, we're turning it off. So we ended the meeting. I went back in to the meeting, opened it back up. Those same people came back on. They were just obscene. And it was so embarrassing for me. And my group is fantastic, of course, because they're like, hey, you had no idea. You didn't know, that was going to happen. Don't worry about it. But then one of them said to, and texted me and said, put a passcode on it. So I put a passcode on it. Come to find out, as of anything that has been scheduled with Zoom, supposedly, after 4/5, you have to use a passcode, and I'm going to obviously highly recommend that you do that due to my own experience in that. And anyway, however, what they didn't do is that when I made all of these, the schedule for Monday evenings, they didn't send out a little email that said, oh, by the way, if you have scheduled anything and it's going to be a recurring event, put a passcode on it. So I didn't know. I made all of these arrangements on 3/31, so it was before the 4/5 thing, and I had no idea that we needed a passcode. So if you're setting up Zoom meetings, make sure that you do use a passcode. When I just set one up, I didn't see that it was required from me to actually have one, but I am obviously now requiring a passcode on all of my calls. So that's kind of my public service announcement / apology / life and business hack. And if you ever have anything like this happen, technology is fantastic when it works. We've all been in business meetings of some sort or the other. And now, of course, we're flooded with them because of our work in Zoom and, how we're having to approach the world technologically speaking, or through, these video calls and stuff like that. You're going to experience a lot of different things. I even saw one where a guy showed up, and for some weird reason, he decided to come to the meeting naked and didn't realize that he was on camera, and I'm sure you've probably seen that. I do believe the whole thing again has gone viral on that one, but a group of people, and one of the guys was naked thinking he was not on the camera. Do not show up for a Zoom meeting or any other kind of meeting naked. It's really not advised. or regardless. So anyway, get dressed and then show up. But we don't care if you're wearing a PJs. But anyway, so yeah, and so but if you do host a meeting like what I did and something goes haywire, and if you do have a tendency towards, like for myself, PTSD or higher anxiety levels and that type of thing, don't let that hold you back. Don't let that keep you from doing your next meeting. I even thought to myself, I'm like, oh my God, I'm never doing this again. So but I am doing it again because it's helping people, and that's exactly why I'm here, is to help people. So I guess my part 4 that I wasn't expecting, I'd like to invite you to a abusive bombed mastermind meeting on Monday evenings. And if you're interested in that, please private message me here and let me know that you'd like to join the group. And it's all about bringing your challenges to the table, letting me and us as a group help walk you through. I plan on having a special speaker there each Monday now too, as well, to give their input on what's going on in our world now, how to best deal and cope with it, and how to move through this with grace and ease at our very best, and how to come out on top once we're done. So please do feel free. If you own a business or you're thinking about starting a business, and a lot of people are now, especially with everything that's going on, join us on Monday evening, or you can PM me, and we can also do a free private strategy call for you. And my clients always walk away with something very handy from those calls. So no pressure, no sales, nothing like that. I just am here to help. So have a wonderful day. Stay healthy and happy. Staying happy raises your health levels. And so definitely find things that bring you joy in amidst a time that we are facing right now. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.